Are we doing our drop right now? Oh, sorry, I didn't even know. Welcome, AfterBuzzers, to another fantastic after show. We are about to recap everything that happened in Atlanta Housewives because guess what, lovers? We're back!
Nice.
Let's get into it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey. Hey. Who has broads in Atlanta? You have a few? I mean, who doesn't have broads in Atlanta?
Right?
I mean, I'm not from Atlanta, but I am your favorite host from California. I'm English Cleveland, and I'm joined by a new fantastic panel. We are here, we are back, and we are alive and well. So welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Jessie Zahner. You can find me online at Athletic. That's ATHLETCHIC.
Hi guys, I'm Moriah Scott. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter at MoClassified, M-O Classified.
All right.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Hart. You can find me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff at It's Me Jay Hart. So hit me up.
Definitely.
So let's get into this episode.
Yes.
Panda. Hey! I know it's coming up. Hey! You know not to turn it off. I feel like we need to get like crunker
dabbing
up
over
in
here,
here.
too,
Like,
I
Wait,
know.
what's an Atlanta dance? Isn't it like the chicken here?
yes. Oh look, crunk.
Yeah, do it.
Hey! All right, let's get into this episode.
Yes.
Okay, who do we want to recap first? Let's talk about Candi, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Perfect.
I'm so happy
Candi,
for Candi.
let's talk about Candi.
Yeah.
Please tell me or give me an understanding as to why her son is sitting on a toilet
At 5 months old.
5 months old.
Right?
Please tell me why. What is going on?
I mean, she made a good point eventually. She said she soon has to teach her son how to potty train. So why not, start him off early?
yeah.
It was a big boy toilet though, you know? You
Yeah.
start off with the little plastic.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
But
true.
they had the real toilet with just like a seat in it, you know?
Like he doesn't even have abs. Like he's having to use ab muscles, like to sit on a toilet and strain. Like
Yeah.
kids shouldn't. He's gonna like be one of those kids at like 5 that has like a 6-pack and
Yeah.
like buff arms and like
She
super
started him off
smart
early.
glasses
Yeah.
at like 1
and
just
she
to
had
make
him
sure.
pooping and peeing. So it's like, how do you know he was ready to poop? Right now when he just woke up, it was like
She's training him.
So what's the
Whoa.
correct age? Like, what's the age to start
It's like-
potty training?
Like
2? Between
Like-
1.5 and 2, I feel
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
I was gonna say 11 months at the earliest.
Yeah.
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 So no.
And he's a boy, and boys are a little bit later. I saw him. I was
Yeah.
like, wait. I looked at Mo. I was like, how old is he? Because he looks little, but I've
Yeah.
never seen anybody potty train that early.
know.
But maybe our fans can tell us if they've potty
Whoa.
trained their kids
I
at 5
know
months
everybody
old.
is going in about the that we're not all back together, but life is good over here.
Guys, we're huge
So
Housewives of
we're
Atlanta
still
fans,
back.
and I want to know if your kids have been potty trained at 5 months old. Like, I've never seen this
We're
before.
reading a little bit of the chat, just in case you guys are wondering what we're looking at. The chat is
Yes,
popping.
yes.
What's the best part of it all is that you guys are back in the chat. So
I
thank you
know,
so
we
much
love
for being
you.
on.
Continue to support us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you guys think about Todd? Please tell me Todd and Candi's relationship. Like, I always have probably because we haven't worked or did the show together. This is our first show, but I always go in on Todd. So
Definitely.
Why?
can I have a moment for a second?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Todd.
please do.
No, I'm just kidding. No, Todd. I feel like I feel like she puts.
Half-ass.
He always does, and
Yeah.
she puts tries to give him all this credit, and then he never does anything. So it's just
Yeah.
then why are you with Todd?
Right.
Why would you be with someone that's giving you 30% and you're doing 70?
I mean,
I
so
could
why do you?
tell-
I'm just out of curiosity. Why do you feel that way? Because I
could
thought,
even tell
I think Todd is a great father from what I see on, social media and especially in tonight's
Social
episode.
media would definitely
Social media.
I'm just saying, but that's what we're looking at too, right?
In
Yeah.
this tonight's
You know?
episode, I could tell he was
Yeah.
not a good father because the
He's
son
not a good father.
The son
You
of
are
Larry.
not a good father,
The son
Todd.
is 5 months old, and
Okay.
Candi was like, I can tell you don't know what you're doing fixing the milk. 5 months, you still don't know how to fix the milk, Todd?
Yeah.
Like, we're just now airing. This is our first time seeing you fix the milk, but of course it's not Candy's first time fixing the milk, which you just don't fix the milk, period.
Right.
But I just
They
think
tried to act like you did, but then you made a fool of yourself by trying to act like you've been fixing the milk because you still don't know how to fix the milk.
Well, I just think in general, the woman is always going to
You
have
don't know
like
how to fix the milk?
that upper
Which means
hand.
she's been doing it.
Yeah,
I feel like she
Right.
knows how to, do everything and knows how to
Right.
change the diaper and, fix the bottle. So I feel like either way it goes, he was gonna probably lose that battle anyway.
Remember
And she was gonna
last
have
season
something to
when
say.
you like
Why,
to know now,
you
Todd.
feel like a mom should do all of that? Is
Well,
that
I
what
don't
you're
feel
saying?
like a mom should do all of that. I'm just saying, like, because moms normally know how to take care of a child. They know how to make the milk and they know how to change the
Oh,
diaper.
she's,
So
like,
if a
being
father,
particular.
so if a father steps up and tries to, help out, she's gonna be like, no, you're doing it wrong. You're folding clothes wrong. Just like,
But
I
don't
feel
you
like
think
women
if you
always
were-
nag anyway.
Oh my goodness, people, you better write in about
we
that.
can't do anything
yes.
right. We can't do anything.
We're
I feel
always
like if your
nagging.
child was 5 months old, you wouldn't know how to fix the milk by now?
I mean, I'm sure I
And-
would, but he probably was fixing the milk right, but it just wasn't up to Candy's standards.
Okay, so it's not about him not. It's about her being picky. About
Yes.
It. Okay.
But however,
I-
the thing
I
is,
wonder-
I used to
okay,
like.
well, 'cause
I
I'm
used
like,
to,
let me clear this up because I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say, honey, as a child.
But I
I'm
agree
just
with these
saying.
guys because
up?
I used to like Todd at the beginning, but I mean, even last season, he would like go away and say he has to go here and there, like out of nowhere, and just up and leave.
During the ultrasound.
Yeah, so I was like,
Well,
no.
Todd is
Oh,
running
that
so
was
many
messed
shows.
up. Yeah,
He's running so many shows. So if anything, he got to pay the bill. So he got to go out and step out and
Hey, what bill?
yeah, I'm pretty sure Candy pays.
conference calls and
That's
everything.
what word on the street is.
The words. Okay, the
What is the word on
gag
the street?
is.
What is the
He gets
gag?
allowance.
That's all of Candy's house, and
Yeah.
like the gag is, what bill is he paying? I'm sure she's not needing for him to pay any bill.
But I'm sure he's stepping up to contribute in some sort of way. I mean, it's hard when you're dating a woman that's making more money than you. So I feel like at least he's putting some type
So
of
then he
effort in
should know
trying to
how
pay.
to make the bottles then at that point.
That's true.
You're at home all the time.
Okay, yeah, you have time. You have time every day. So, and if you don't know, YouTube it, look it up, read a damn
Yeah.
book.
Or
There's
maybe she can break
self-help.
it down to him instead of nagging about, oh, this is how it should be.
Nagging.
I'm just
You
saying.
said that
I'm
word
just
again.
saying. I
Candy.
did. He's complaining. Come on, like help me out. Teach me how to do
feel
something.
You.
You know?
I feel you to a certain degree. I mean,
So it's
To a
like,
certain degree, exactly.
Yeah.
I might have taught you at 1 month old, but 5 months old.
No.
That's my main thing. 5 months in,
yeah.
Yeah.
we need to be knowledgeable about this baby thing by now. Everything, changing the diaper, making the bottle.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's
And
a
not,
son.
and not
I
for
don't know how that
Instagram.
sounds.
And not for Instagram.
I agree with this,
For
especially
your-
since he has other kids too. So I'm sure it's been a minute though. It's been a while because most of his kids are older. So
And then
Yeah.
I think that the fact that it's a son and not a daughter, like, you
Yeah.
should especially be, I don't know if that's, biased or not, but you should definitely be more involved as a father-son relationship type of thing.
Well, the chat is saying, didn't Todd get a job?
Yeah.
I mean, we think Todd has a job.
Todd is running shows around here. He is
And someone said Todd takes no responsibility. So thank you, Olivia.
Candy
Oh.
pay for everything.
And
Yes.
Joseph.
And Joseph. Oh, Joseph, welcome back. Except he expects the Benjamins from Candy. Yep. This is the 8th season as a housewife. He really is a housewife. He needs to
Yes.
stand in there and hold the heat.
Definitely.
Damn it. And
That's
learn how
shady.
to make the damn
can see
bottles. Yes, we could totally see Todd
Yeah.
doing that.
In the intro.
Okay, let's move on from them because I mean there was not much going on
Yeah.
with Candi and Todd. We saw the baby. We saw like what else did we see? That was it. I feel like
Yeah.
okay. So let's get into Kenya, of course, the
my
Nutty McNutterson of everything. What do you feel about Kenya?
She's so extra.
Kenya
I
is
can't.
out of control on more manner. So what did you
Yeah.
guys think? My thing is, and I know we said this when we were watching
Yeah.
it, but like, why would you throw a house party? And I don't even know if we want to go there at this point, but like when the house isn't even completed.
Like
Like who does
please
that?
let us start from okay, so where did we start with Kenya? Because there was a lot of Kenya. So her house is still not done,
Yes.
Right.
as we just said.
And she's living in the master bedroom.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna
And
say.
it's
Not only
a
does she have a
mess.
house
Could you
woman, but
live in
she's
that?
living there.
like
No.
living
It's-
there.
yeah.
And then like trying to make it seem like we don't see
Right.
what everybody see. Like how
Right.
do you not see that your house is a disaster? It's
Yeah.
not done. It's dirty.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
Probably dangerous.
and dangerous.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I
Yes.
was saying. You could kill yourself any
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
walking into that
Yeah.
house.
She had mirrors on the ground, pictures not up, plastic still on
She
the
poured
wall.
the concrete in her driveway like the day before the party.
Day before, yes.
It's like, why
See,
would
I thought that was
after
hours before.
I
I'm like, is
thought
gonna
it
be
was
dry?
too.
Yeah, it's like-
the way they
yeah.
the way they filmed a lot of things this episode was
Yeah.
really weird too. We can talk about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, the pouring the concrete.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know. I just think like
Well,
if
apparently
you,
she didn't have any air because
No,
they were
she didn't.
complaining.
You're right.
They were
I was
complaining about
like,
being
is
hot.
Sheree going through menopause, or is her
Is
house
Kenya's house
hot?
that warm? Yeah.
Like last season's little
say
hair
even the
product
dogs had
party
titties
was
wet.
hot. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya brings more
The heat.
fire.
Yeah.
Right. So
Gosh.
also Matt, that whole scenario. So she
my
told
gosh,
us
yeah.
that they went to Mexico.
Right.
He went through her phone. He stormed in the room. They got into like a little argument, and then he smashed her glasses
And kicked down the door. But who was she texting?
right. Like
that's-
what? That's what I was gonna
I mean, it's not right, but like
didn't
I
even
want to
think
know
of
who
that.
the hell was she
Who the hell
texting?
was Kenya
But she might not
texting?
Somebody
have been texting
please tell
anybody,
me.
guys. They said
Right.
I know it could
She
have been
could've
like a
texted a
friend,
friend, you know?
yeah, but
Yeah.
she
So-
didn't say. So I was like, not that it's right, but I'm just
Right.
like, who the hell was she texting?
Exactly, and what would get him so? Obviously, it was something that would get him so
No.
revved up
I
about.
could tell he was
You don't
kind of
think
cuckoo
so?
him.
at the reunion.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Can
I
we
could
please?
tell he was
Okay,
kinda
let's
cool
break
already.
Matt
Yes.
all the way down.
Yes, please
What?
do.
Tell me your sentiments on.
Okay, so based
Matt.
off from the reunion, when he kind of was a little hostile towards Kim's husband.
Yes.
And he was like, she answered your question. And he was like, I'm
Yes.
not talking to you, man. And then he
Yes.
was just like, but I'm talking to you. And
What
I'm
about
like,
when he talked to Peter in
Jamaica?
In Jamaica.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I feel like it's been a little skeptical for me. Like, who
Exactly.
does Kenya even know this man? You know?
Exactly. And he just seemed like, first of all, he's 24 or however the hell he is.
I didn't
And
know.
Oh, he's super young.
he's like 28 in reality.
Somebody said she
So a little
was
possessive?
texting the one-eyed African.
The one eye.
Oh my
The
God.
mysterious
Lady
The one-eyed
71107. That's hilarious.
Definitely.
Or maybe Roger Bob. Let's not bring him back.
Right.
Oh my god.
But the balloons that he's like, for me, King is too contrived. It's like Cynthia comes over. These
Oh, yeah.
deflated balloons are at your house.
Right.
Why are they deflated if you just got them? And then like the note is still on there if you want to read it.
Yeah,
like
a setup.
It's set up.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Kenya,
Fake acting.
Yeah, it's fake acting.
Yeah.
It
Just
is. It
bad
was
acting.
horrible.
Yeah, it was.
She needs to
maybe
figure
not
out what
fake
she
acting, just
wants
bad
because I
acting.
feel like you're leading this guy on. I'm sure he has all the qualities that you look for in a man, but I feel like she tends to provoke every guy that she dates or make them look less, less of a man or something like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I just feel like just be supportive. Like stop trying to do everything to get attention or to get some type of laugh or to be the victim in a situation.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Okay.
feel like she just always she victimizes everything that she does, and I'm like,
everything.
come on, yo.
Like she needs to go see Porsha's therapist when he
She
like
needs to.
Oh my
like he
gosh,
said
for
to her,
real, yeah.
do you take accountability for anything
she
that you do?
doesn't, no.
She
Right.
doesn't take accountability for anything.
Nope.
Of course it was gonna be Matt's fault. I mean, yes, we know he's like 21, he's still drinking off of a bottle and learning how to poop on the toilet like Candy's son.
Like
Because
Ace.
he's young. So I mean it's all great and dandy, but what more do you expect out of a man? Like he's gonna go through your phone, he's gonna see if there's something and like be realistic.
Yeah.
Right.
Like she's just too like not realistic. But did anyone catch the construction guy in her house looked exactly like Matt? I was
my
like, did she
God.
hire
I thought
Matt's
that was him
uncle?
too at first.
Oh,
I did
really?
too.
I
I did.
missed
I was like,
that.
wait.
Dang it.
I
Are they
did
still
too.
together? What? And then she
Right.
went into the story of like, how they've been separated. So I was like, okay, that's a different person.
Yes.
They got
So
extra
Kenya's
points.
house is supposed to have 5 bedroom, right, and a theater and 5 bathrooms, and I mean the parts that we saw, we can talk about the party later. But the parts that I feel like I saw were nice, like
Yeah.
the touches were nice.
Right.
But was it all rented furniture that she got delivered?
I think so.
I barely saw furniture.
Yeah, she only had, it in certain rooms.
They only showed the master bedroom and they showed that beautiful kitchen. The
Yeah.
kitchen is really
Kitchen-
nice.
the
It
kitchen
is.
was
I give her
nice.
props on
Yeah.
that, but
The
everything
kitchen
else I
was
feel like was
And even
blocked
the
out.
outside patio kind of looked nice. It had like the glass
Yeah.
patio just
Yeah.
to hold you in.
She
The glass
probably only had
balcony.
certain parts
Yeah.
of the house open for the public.
Literally,
Yeah.
'cause when
That's what
she
I'm
did the
thinking.
tour, she was like, and that's where that's supposed to be.
Right.
Right.
And up there is where that's going to be.
And
It's
then when
like,
Sheree walked in, she said, obviously we don't go that way.
We don't go that way.
Okay, speaking of Sheree, let's get
Definitely.
into the shady McShady. I feel like between her and Kenya tonight, the reads
Oh my gosh.
were out of control.
It
Reading
was.
Rainbow was in full effect.
It
I feel
was.
like Sheree is coming this season because she officially has a peach.
Yeah, she does.
So she's back
Yes.
on. But I feel like last season she was a little low key. Like,
Yeah.
let me just play my part. And now that she's back on officially, I
Yes.
feel like Sheree's coming this season.
How
Yeah.
do you guys like Sheree?
I love
do you
Sheree.
like do you
I
like
love
her?
I'm on and off
She's
with
the
her.
original.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I'm
definitely
on and
a
off
leader.
with her. So I don't know.
Why?
Because when she gets in fights with Nene, I'm like, Nene's my girl. I gotta,
Nene's your
yeah.
girl. Are
Nene's my
you
girl
missing
as well.
Nene?
I miss.
Do
I'm
you
always
guys
missing
feel
her.
like
Are you serious?
do you guys
I love
feel a
Nene.
certain type of way because Nene's not there?
I don't.
Yeah, I
do.
need
I
Nene
don't.
back
Did
in
it
my
feel
life.
like we needed Nene?
No,
No, I
it honestly
love
did because
Nene.
there
I
was
love
enough
everybody else, but I
dialogue
love
right there. There was
Nene.
enough issues that
Oh,
was
it
going
was.
on.
Yeah,
No,
between
I
Sheree and
love
Yeah,
Kenya.
between Sheree
Yeah.
and Kenya, but I think Nene, she's fine where she at. You know, whatever she's doing right
Where
now.
is she?
I
And
love
we really
her.
didn't even have Nene last season.
Yeah.
either.
Right.
I mean,
But I
she-
feel like those few episodes that she came back, like
Oh.
those were great.
Oh, yeah, she
episodes.
gave
like
us
she
life.
just gave, even
Yes.
the reunion, like she just made it pop that
I'm
much
sure
more.
Nene's gonna. I mean,
Me
do
too.
you guys
Make a
think
couple
Nene
more
is not
appearances.
gonna come
No,
back?
she better
Nene's
come back. She's
gonna
gonna
Well,
be
they said she's
back.
gonna
Yeah.
make special appearances later throughout the
Yeah.
episodes. But
Oh,
Okay.
See,
Because
but
I
think
know
about-
that was the question this season. We were wondering if Nene was officially coming back
Exactly.
or not. But they still
Yeah.
might surprise us later on in the season. And
Yeah.
she still might be official, just like Sheree was
Because
last
she's
season.
working. I mean, who has
Yeah.
time
I
to?
know.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are about to be on this show until May.
Right.
So doing an after show. So imagine how long they do it for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like in
They can't go
reality,
without
like
Nene
that's
that
a long time. Be ready. We're about to go through our winter gear,
Right. Yes.
spring gear, and summer
Yeah.
gear. We'll be lighter, skinnier,
Exactly. I'll definitely
different.
be
We'll
a
go
lot.
through a whole
Yeah.
bunch of seasons this year with them. So I mean, we'll miss Nene, but
Yeah.
she'll
Yeah, I
be
think the
well.
women
But no,
alone can
I
hold
think she's
themselves.
going to be back because at the
Yeah.
reunion she said, well, he asked her, why were you gone and why did you come back? And
Yeah.
she was like, well, I came back because I'm an original. I was the longest person here. I'm the first here. And this is my baby and I couldn't be gone that long. So her
Aw.
saying that means she's coming back.
And
I
imagine
hope so.
watching
Maybe not
it
this episode.
without you on it, like, and that's
Yeah.
your baby. Like,
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
like watching the show,
Right.
and you're not on it. That's
know.
so weird.
Well, you know, she
Yeah.
released a statement, I want to say, early on when they made the announcement about the official cast this season, and she was like, oh, yeah, Bravo never hit me up. Or whatever. So she was actually caught by surprise when she found
That's
out that she wasn't going to be one of the
crazy.
main peach holders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But then she later released another statement saying like, oh, well, I'm going to, be featured in certain episodes.
Someone said the Real Housewives of Atlanta final season is next year. Where did you get that tea, Sky
Yes.
Yeah,
Patterson?
Sky.
Yeah,
All
let
right,
us know.
Sky. I feel like my
See,
eyesight
everybody's-
is getting bad, or maybe I'm just hungover because we were at Kevin's birthday party last night. Happy birthday, Kevin. Anyways, back to our regular scheduled program.
Yeah,
So Sheree's house. Let's talk about this. Her house
Looks better.
is it looks better and it's
Mm-hmm.
fan freaking tastic.
Oh
But
my
how is she
God.
gonna afford these bills every month to
Yeah.
keep it up?
She's back on the
Right.
show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean for one more season according to
Yeah, just
But that's
Sky
what I'm
Patterson.
thinking.
Sky
Just like
Patterson
with
said.
Kenya, I'm assuming she's probably going to rent her furniture.
Somebody said the furniture was hers. I don't know who it was, but somebody said it was hers.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true, and I don't
Oh.
know where they got that. But
Well, if any of you guys were there at the party, let us know.
Yeah.
Right.
So, okay, so Sheree's house, 5 bedroom, 7.5 bath.
it's
She
like
had
10,000 square foot.
10,000 square feet.
And we're really naming it Chateau
Chateau
Sheree.
Sheree.
Yes.
That's official.
And her daughter's name, I
what
love
did
that
you
she
say?
did
Townhouse.
shit. Townhouse. I wrote it down. Wait, hold on.
Something like Tierra Townhouse,
Yeah.
or
Tierra
Townhouse
Townhouse,
Theater
yeah.
or something.
That's when I was
Tierra
like, no, we're
can live
really
in her
naming it.
townhouse.
Yes,
while
exactly.
Chateau Sheree will be in Chateau Sheree.
Exactly.
That is so shady. But
To your own
she
daughter.
had his and her closets.
Yeah.
Bob's not back in the picture this
No.
season, but
But she's kind of talking like
Yeah.
he could
Yeah.
possibly be. Like, did you get that vibe
Yeah,
from
you
her?
know how girls try to play
I
it
know.
Well, she did say,
aside.
she said it's going to take a while for him to, kind of get back to the place that he was at first.
Right.
Like, it's not easy for you to, like, come back in and try to get in my drawers. Basically, that's what she
Yeah.
was implying.
Yeah, but last season we saw at the end that they were
Right.
like kind of like liking each other in Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
like she was kind of playing it off. So do you guys think like
Exactly.
she's just playing like hard to get?
Yes, I do.
And,
I
she,
do
and
too.
next,
I do, yeah.
next
I do
time
too.
we see,
Probably
we
so.
look and they'll be like his clothes in the closet and painted his colors. And like,
I don't think he's gonna move in that soon, but I do think they're pretty involved.
okay.
Because honestly, we haven't heard any stories about Sheree talking to anybody else.
No,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
She's always been connected back to
She's always freaking working out. Look at her damn
She looks
freaking
I know her.
body.
Oh my God, her
She
arms
came
are amazing.
killing.
Yeah.
She knew she was getting coming
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
So she looks she's like, I need to give these ladies what they've been asking for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because she came looking good. She came sweeping dust off of her porch.
Yeah.
Like, she came like, and her like little like drops, like at all the little
Oh my
shades
gosh,
that she
I
was
know.
saying. She's like, I want the ladies to
Yeah.
walk in and I pick up their faces off the floor. Like, did you drop this?
Yeah.
Is this yours? This one's yours. This one's for you. Like, it was so hilarious.
And then even her telling her Cynthia to dust off her butt, like, oh, get that off your butt. Cynthia.
Yes.
This
Yes.
house is horrible.
Yes.
But just out of curiosity, I wonder why do you think it took so long for her to build that house? It's
I
not
would've done
even
the same thing.
You know, it's okay. It's a nice sized house, but in Atlanta,
It's a huge house.
I think. Oh, you said what is
Just-
the necessity of it?
No, like, why does it take so long?
Why did it take 4 years?
Well,
supposedly?
that's what everybody's
Probably
been
the
asking. Do
funds.
you guys know
So,
what's
But like
going on?
honestly,
Yeah.
like Sheree, I feel like can't finish anything because like She by Sheree, like
It's not done.
Oh,
it,
no.
did
I
it
think
officially come
financial-
out?
Does it
Like
still exist?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
mean
might
she
be the
always talks about
finances.
She by Sheree and Chateau Sheree, and it's like
Yeah.
when are these things gonna be finalized?
Yeah, I think financially she couldn't afford it, and
Yeah.
didn't she say
And then
that?
going through the divorce.
She went through a divorce, like she has kids, you know, like all of that like costs money, and I'm sure she was probably trying to live up with the Joneses.
Right.
Remember
Oh, yeah.
last time we saw her before she was not on Atlanta, she was like living in like a townhouse. So don't be
was.
throwing your daughter townhouse tiara,
Exactly.
Right,
shade boo-boo,
exactly.
when you're actually townhouse Sheree, and
Definitely.
then now Chateau Sheree if you
Right.
can afford
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
it's, you know, I don't know, like I like Sheree. I think like she's super funny and like
Yeah.
super fun, but I think she's not realistic as far
Think
as
so?
like I guess being
I think
honest
Kenya is
to
not
people like
Oh, Kenya's
saying
definitely
like
not.
things that the media or like we want to hear, but at the end of the day, who cares? Like she said, it's
Right.
her bills.
Right.
Who cares why it took so long?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I like that about her.
Yeah.
Like Kenya's like rushing, like
Yeah.
worried about what other people think.
Yes.
Can I have this housewarming by this
Yeah.
time? And
Right.
Sheree's just like, I'm taking my time.
And
I'm
that's
gonna
one
have the
thing I do
housewarming when I need
respect
to.
because I feel like Kenya, like you spent all this time and money on this house, and you're just gonna rush everything. You're gonna
Right.
rush the pouring of the cement in the driveway and this and that,
Right.
just
for-
to have
Just
your
to meet a
party
deadline.
Like, I
before
would want my
Sheree.
housewarming
Yeah.
to be like fabulous.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Which
gonna
is why
wait until it's fabulous.
And that's why I think Sheree is really she's gonna poop all over
Yeah, I think you're right.
Kenya's
when
housewarming.
it's finally
Yeah.
ready. Yeah.
Like when it's finally ready, because Sheree was really patient with
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And she's been patient for the past 4 years, so I do give her that. And I hope when we do see it that
I
it's,
hope it's amazing.
this beautiful mansion, you know.
Yeah.
To me, hers
So-
are not finished yet. It still looks better than Kenya's
Yeah.
that's supposedly finished
Because she
right
really
now.
took her time with it. She
Did
really
you
took her
guys
time.
notice that when it was like going back and forth and it was like Kenya and them showing Kenya's house and
Right.
then Sheree's house, and Kenya was like, well, I don't want, she was on the phone, well, I don't want Sheree to come over here and say anything. Like
Right.
she's
Yeah.
so paranoid
I
about
know.
Sheree.
And Sheree is
I
not
know.
worried about you
See,
At
why?
all, at all.
But
And
Sheree
I know,
did come
like,
over
all
and
of our
nitpick.
fans are major Kenya fans, so I
Oh,
know.
jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
So I know they're
goodness.
probably going in.
Uh-oh.
And it's not that we don't like Kenya.
Sky Patterson, I love Phaedra's house too.
Somebody
Phaedra's
said-
house is cute.
Oh my God,
it is.
Yeah.
It
so
is.
beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Was she didn't move though, right? That's
No.
the
I think
same
she's been in
place
it since
that
day
she-
one,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So I was watching the after show with some of my friends at at my house, and they were going nuts about Sheree's son, Cairo.
Oh yeah.
He has really grown up.
I know.
Well, hello, Cairo.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is he? Before I
I
say
think he's
that?
19,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
19.
Hi, Cairo. You legal for me to say hello.
Yes, yes.
And Kaylee, both of them
Oh my
are
gosh,
like
I know.
so
Yeah.
grown up,
And we've
like,
watched them
grow up.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Makes us feel old.
Yeah.
He's definitely a handsome young man.
Yes. So speaking of Phaedra, since you guys love her house so much, let's get into Phaedra.
Okay.
She hasn't been up to much. It didn't seem like beyond getting a divorce.
Right.
Yeah.
The divorce
And-
is actually final.
It's final.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is
I
final.
saw that the other day.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah, that's good for her.
Exactly.
I know.
I mean, it was seeping out. I don't know if you guys feel my sentiments, moments, but it was seeping out in the episode that she's super ready, willing, horny, ready to get on top of whatever.
Exactly.
It was like she didn't seem sad at all.
Right.
Like at all.
No filter, no
been a
holding
while.
back. Like whoever's coming after, you better come fast. But yeah.
So the boys, we got a chance to see her little boys.
they're
Oh, they're growing
So
up.
cute
I know.
and so adorable.
Yeah.
So they, who went over there?
Porsha.
Porsha.
Definitely.
went over
And
her
I'm
house.
really liking, enjoying their evolving friendship.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it seems
Do you
really
think
genuine.
that Porsha really is like a good inspiration though for Phaedra while she's going through this moment?
I think so
I
because
think they do play off of each other well.
She went through the same thing.
Okay.
So I think she's able to be that, friend, that support system in her life to kind of like guide her through the process. I'm pretty sure going through a divorce is super draining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Porsha has a wild side to her, so it just
Yes.
makes Phaedra step out into her wild side a little more. But I feel like Phaedra also tames Porscha in a way as
You
well.
think
Yeah,
so?
I think they
I
both
do.
balance each other out.
Okay, so you like that friendship. What
It's
do
like
you
a
think
sisterhood
I
about it?
like the
almost.
friendship. I don't know if she's like your ideal person to be by your side during
Yeah.
a divorce. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that she went through the same thing, but
Right.
I'm sharing with
Really?
you.
yeah, I
Yes.
love them. I do, but like if I had to pick who I want by my side through a divorce, it's probably not going to be. Even though I love Porsha, I love you, Porsha.
I
but-
love Porsha.
I think she brings
Yeah,
laughter and
I think
just
she's, like,
excitement
light.
to
Yeah.
Phaedra's life because I mean going through a divorce that's depressing,
Right.
Like that's mentally draining. So
And
having
she's
this
younger
fun,
than her.
yes,
That's what I was
Right.
gonna say. I feel like it's a big sister, little sister
Yeah.
type of
Yeah, I think
relationship.
she's like the kind of girl who, when you're feeling down and depressed, you call her because she's always light and fun and happy, and she'll go out with you. But I think I'd pick more of like a Candy to like talk. and
No,
have
Candy,
Candy
no.
will make you
I know
wanna write a
everybody
song
thinks Candy, but
about-
I
And I feel like Candy will
about
go
your
with
breakup.
whatever.
Well, good, then I can make some money.
So I can make some money off of you, like
No, I'll be
him,
Taylor Swift
and
or
then I'll
something.
sue
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
no, no
Let us
suing,
not
no.
get on-
I feel like Candy
So
will
no,
just go.
don't
No,
do
not
that.
Candy.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well, then never mind,
Maybe
guys. Don't listen
Sheree.
to me.
Maybe
Sheree.
Sheree. I
No,
think
I'm
Sheree
not
will
feeling
probably
Sheree.
be a good friend as far as like giving her advice on how to like maneuver through
Yeah,
something draining like
Nene.
that. I think she's more of the mature one, in my opinion.
Nene,
Yes, my
Nene
Nene,
would be
no.
all about herself.
Nene would be
No,
all
I feel
about
like
spreading
Nene
your
would
business
give
to the
her the
shade
real
room.
life, girl.
Yeah,
Exactly.
maybe nobody on this season
No.
would I want by my side.
So Apollo, I wish we could like interview him.
I know.
Like, maybe we
Over
could.
the phone. Do you think
we could
call
Skype him? Oh my
Or-
God.
Apollo, you've been here before to AfterBuzz.
I know.
You and Phaedra. So let us know if you could see us. We know you got access to the internet. Give us a call. We want to chat with
we
you.
Skype you?
Wait, does he really
Chat
have access to
later.
the internet?
Yeah, they have access
Can't they
to
Skype
emails
or
and
something?
stuff. Yes.
Oh my gosh, we should Skype him.
Remember, she Skyped him last episode or something like that, right? No, they
I know they
can,
were on the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I have a boo in jail or anything.
Okay.
But
Ride
you
it
can,
out.
but it's really
Yeah.
expensive. Like you have to pay like out of control like fees.
Maybe
like
then we
that.
could just get him on the phone.
Right.
See what he thinks.
Somebody
about
But
said
it.
ever since Apollo went to
he's in
jail.
he's like in a non lockdown. Remember how they moved him? So
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
little bit more
So
like
it's not like a
freer,
no. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like they can hang out and like touch each other and like
Right.
stuff like that. So he's more like in the fancy jail.
Okay.
What are they talking about?
Fancy
They say
jail.
ever since Apollo went to jail, Phaedra's been glowing, and I'm loving it.
Yes.
She
Yes,
has
I
been.
know.
Her hair's been on point. She's lost weight.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
she looks great. She looks happy. But then I kind of feel like, is it like a mask?
Yeah.
It could
I
be.
don't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is she a part? Was she? Because my thing is, I think she was part of the scheme with Apollo.
Oh,
You think so?
Oh yes.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, definitely.
Me too.
I definitely.
I think she knew what was going on. I don't
yeah.
think she was 100% a part of it.
Yes.
though.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
agree
she
with
knows
that.
where
Yeah.
the money's at. And
Yes.
don't be surprised where she asks where the cash at. She definitely knows where the money is at. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think she was a part of it. It's too many, like, weird things. Like, how don't you know where your husband was at? How
Yes.
don't you know how your husband makes money?
Yes.
How, like,
Yeah.
all, like,
Yeah, definitely
like,
that.
I don't
Like,
know.
we're
Well,
married.
especially because she's like a smart woman. Like she
Yeah.
runs all these businesses
Yeah,
and she's a
she's a
lawyer.
lawyer.
Yeah. So
And
how
Todd
do you
even
not
came
know?
for her at the reunion. Like, you know where I am.
Yes.
but you don't know
Right.
where your own husband is, and he lives with you.
That was the
like,
only time I agreed with
Yeah.
Todd.
And then she even kind of bet. She said, "Oh, really? Like, oh, you want to front this out on the reunion?" She didn't even have a comeback. But
Yeah.
oh, really? So you could tell, like, I'm not gonna go there because I
Right.
can't go there. So let's just move on. You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I think it was that whole thing. Like, Apollo, you do your thing. I mean, I don't support that, but if that's how you're going to bring some type of income in this house.
I think
you
it
do
was
you.
that as well.
So I feel like she probably.
So what do you think where the money's at? Because he had a whole bunch of cash and he was scamming all of our friends'
Right.
credit cards.
It might be
out
in her
there.
bank account.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, she probably hid it because
Yeah.
they came. Remember, they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah,
they
they-
came looking for
Yes.
everything and seizing all this property.
Right.
And
Yep.
he owes like all this money, like for restitution and taxes or something.
Yeah, he
Right.
was doing fake tax returns. and
Yeah, and like scamming people's
embarrassing.
credit
Identity,
cards.
yeah.
Yeah, identity. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been scammed. I mean, I've been
I
like,
have.
as far as like card fraud.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have
Yeah,
gone through
yeah.
that, and it's tumultuous.
It's
Like, it's the worst.
so draining.
So draining.
Because you have to prove yourself like you, because they think that you did it.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like,
'Cause, yeah, a lot of
it's
people
the
are
worst
doing that.
experience.
So Apollo, sit your little divorced self down in jail and
and call us.
And
And
call
then,
us.
but then they say that he didn't want the divorce, and
I
she's the
know.
only one that wanted it. So it's like, why are you still stuck on Phaedra? You know, like
Still
yeah,
holding on.
I know.
Right,
know?
but who would want a divorce in jail? Like, you know,
Yeah, you want somebody
Because he
Yeah.
wants
Talk
something
for
like,
you, yeah.
he's
So
you
not
don't have
going
to
to have
go in
anything when he
jail?
gets out of jail.
I know.
he's
So
not
that's what
gonna
he's
have
afraid
any-
of. Like, what is he
Right.
going to go to?
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
Well, hopefully he still has some of that money hidden. If that was me, if I was like scamming and scheming, if I could even get
Yeah.
in that mindset,
Right.
I would like hide it and stash it, which I think they did. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly think Phaedra's reaping because she got a new car and a
Yeah.
new house. Like, how'd you do all that? But they're like looking through all of your finances and like, I don't know. It just seemed really weird to me. But anyways, that's just another like one of those Kim Kardashian got robbed stories. But so while Porsha was at what's her name, Phaedra's
Phaedra's,
house, a horse and carriage in the creepiest.
I know.
That guy
Right.
was the creepiest.
I know.
The
Would you like
creepiest.
look out your door and open the door for that guy?
Never.
And I had no idea what it was. I thought like somebody was stalking her and like gonna ask her on a date, and I was like, "That's scary. Shut the door. Like, don't answer."
Well,
Yeah.
a part of their lifestyles, I feel like, you know, they're
Super
outrageous.
flashy,
And
yeah.
it was Kenya being
course.
Kenya,
Yes.
extra, you know.
I feel like
so.
she put more money into the invitations than she did into
In
her
her
house.
house.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, how much did it cost for you to send this man
In the horse and
galloping?
carriage.
Like, it took
Right.
him probably forever to get there.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then galloping down the street and then going to the next person's
And
house.
also, did anybody wear the tiara to the party?
No, I didn't see it.
So it's
Oh, I
like,
didn't even think
what
about
the
that.
hell?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was probably too hot to wear.
Well,
all
it's
that.
a to be continued, right? So I think
So maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
we may get to see
I hate
a
how
little
they
bit
cut
more.
that off on us like that.
I know,
I
I
know.
know. So let's. Who else?
was a
Oh,
weird
okay,
thing.
Cynthia.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Cynthia.
So Cynthia's Heartbreak Hotel.
Come
Right.
on.
Again, another season, another heartbreak, another damn Peter
Yes.
fuck up. Sorry, excuse me, but I had to say that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Peter?
I mean, I don't know why she's like so depressed at this point. I mean, I get it, but he's been such a pain in the ass for so long.
Yeah.
I would feel like relieved. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh no,
so
I
glad to
actually
get this over.
think she, to me, I feel like all those emotions that she was portraying on the screen was fake. Like when she got in the car after
Oh,
she
do
had that
you?
meeting and she like broke down, it was like a fake breakdown. Like, where are your tears,
Do
Cynthia?
you think it was a fake breakdown because they've started filming this
After the fact?
No, they started filming it like Love and Hip Hop and playing soundtrack music.
right.
Oh,
Where-
that was
I'm
weird.
Like, are
Yeah.
we watching a reality show or are we watching a sitcom?
Right.
A soap
Because
opera.
there's music like on while she's crying in the
Right.
car and like it's too dramatic. Like,
Cynthia, this is
they
the part where the
never
music's
did
gonna
that
come on.
Yeah, I know. So just sit here and
Yeah.
act like you're upset. Yeah, I just.
They never did that before.
No.
Yeah.
Like
But
usually
I feel
they
like she's
show
been
us
pretty emotionless, period. Because even when she called him, like,
yes.
hey, where is the prenup? Like, she wants to know where the prenup, and he's all emotional. Like, I haven't seen your face. I feel like Peter's really
Peter
hurt
was
about
not
this.
emotional at all.
No, I feel
But
like
he's kind of
pretty
being an
hurt about
asshole.
it.
He's like,
He
go ask
is-
your mama where the prenup
Yeah.
is. Maybe
What-
it's
what
with
do
the
you
marriage
think?
license.
Yeah.
Peter's an asshole.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
thank you.
It's definitely he's cheating on her. He cheated on
Oh,
her since
yeah.
day one.
Yeah.
I'm just glad finally
wants to
Cynthia
reap
is
these
stepping
benefits.
up. Yeah, I'm glad she's releasing herself from the relationship.
Yeah.
Hopefully she will keep this going because I feel like a lot of times Cynthia, she goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Like she's not headstrong. She's not, you know. I
Well,
feel like she's
I
afraid to
mean-
stand on her own. But I'm like, you're successful. You're beautiful.
Right.
It's somebody out there that can treat you better than how this nut is treating you, who can't even hold a business. You know, he can't even.
I know. So like, why does she stay with this guy? And like, how does he cheat on her?
Right.
Like, she's so beautiful.
Like, does she not see how she looked when they gave us her one-on-one?
Yeah.
Like, with that big
She looks beautiful.
Diana Ross
Oh my God,
hair.
how on point was her hair? Like, every part of this episode. I wish I had your hair.
Yes, I was mesmerized
Oh my God, I
on
love
how
her
I was
hair.
like, divorce looks good on you, boo. Like,
Yeah,
it looks
it
good.
does.
Peter has always weighed her down, and like I
agree.
feel like he's always lied. It's always like some kind of like fancy fairy tale story with him. He's lost her a lot of money. They lost like that bar. Like, it's been more of a detriment than a blessing. Like, she's never happy. Like,
So
she's
y'all think
never.
she should be getting this divorce?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Like,
Okay.
I don't believe in
Not
divorce,
really.
but she just seems unhappy.
Why do you agree?
I'm not sure because like I don't believe in divorce either. And then they haven't been married that long. Like we've seen them
I
get
know.
married. It's only been like 5 years. That's not a long time at all.
And her mom and sister saw it coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she said that he would stay in the relationship just for the sake of staying in a relationship. Which I feel like when you're married, like you kind of do have to weigh out the waves of what happens. And she like Leon even said last season, you're used to running from relationships.
She needs
you're
to
not
get back
used to
with Leon.
sticking with it.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah, that would be ideal. I would like that if that happened. But still, I feel like she didn't necessarily stick it out as much as she probably could have. But that's just me.
What do you
I think she actually did.
You do?
You know, I think over the years she really fought for her marriage. She tried to save it. I mean, she was in like she was embarrassed, you know, just everything that Peter, you know, did to her, you know, from hearing from her friends that, oh, Peter is out sleeping with another woman that works at, you know, at bar one, and he's out in North Carolina, right? South Carolina. He's doing, you know, his crazy thing. And my thing is, I feel like she was embarrassed. So the fact that she stuck that out and she was like, okay, I'm still going to save my marriage. I'm going to support him. I'm going to try to make this work. And Peter not meeting her halfway, it's just enough is enough. Right. So I feel like she pulled herself out of that relationship and out of the embarrassment. And now she's trying to, you know, stand on her own and just get away from him, basically.
Definitely.
And
you
people
know?
get tired of hearing like the same thing. Like, okay, they FaceTime, which was super contrived.
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, I haven't seen you in
Exactly.
Oh my
Trying
God.
to reel her
3
back
months.
in.
So why are you calling me now?
Yeah.
Like,
I
I don't know.
know.
I think that was like the producers kind
Yeah.
of thing. But I just
And
felt,
I'm with my new girlfriend.
yeah, like Peter, she just needs to let it go. And that prenup,
'Cause he
we
doesn't
need to
care.
read it and see
Right.
what the fine details is, because
Right.
he's a
Right.
scammer along with
Yeah.
Apollo.
'Cause
And
if
that's
he-
why
yeah.
they were
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
out
He was
I
popular.
know. Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Peter has
Seriously.
the damn money, or he doesn't have the money, because if he did, we would see something.
The
But
prenup might benefit him more than it'll benefit Cynthia.
yeah, well, maybe. She said the house is hers.
Yeah.
And so that's all that she wants. But
Right.
she needs to get everything in detailed writing, because
That's probably all she
Peter's
can
not
get.
a good
you know?
businessman.
Yeah.
Might
And-
not have anything else under his belt.
And it seems like their relationship at this point is business, but their business doesn't even do good. So
Definitely.
what is, like, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just so confused. Like, what is the purpose of even staying together?
Well,
Right.
what business do they
Okay.
have together? Because I mean, I know Cynthia, she has her agency and he has his thing, his bar, you know, company or whatever. But what do they have together, just as a
Yeah, I don't
union?
Well,
know.
she owned Bar One, co-owned it with him. Remember the previous seasons when she was like, all of my money is going into Bar
Yes,
One.
Gotcha, yeah.
exactly.
And when it failed, it was just like, she was so disappointed because it was just like another thing failing for them. And remember, they were gonna like open up like he was gonna open like a coffee shop or something. Peter was looking at a new space, and like he bought a new car and was
Right.
like doing all this like crazy like stuff, but it was with her money. Remember,
Right.
she was like
Yeah.
so
Yep.
frustrated about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
Peter
don't
done
know.
took the money.
Peter done took all the money.
Apollo Jr.
That's what I'm saying. They're best friends, and they
Right.
were hanging out too much, too often. So hopefully, Cynthia, girl, you get your life together. But you look good.
She looks
You look
amazing.
good. Okay, Portia, the ghetto Barbie.
Yeah.
I get
The
it.
ghetto
I
black
love
Barbie.
Portia.
Yes, she is.
She's-
Portia is ghetto. I feel like she is.
She is.
But it's
I'm just
nothing
kidding.
wrong with it. Like, it's great.
No, I
Right.
love her.
How do you feel?
No, that's my girl.
girl.
She's like that homegirl next door. See, I'm from Tennessee.
Okay.
So it's like I was brought up around a lot of girls just like Porsha.
Yeah,
so it's like the
yeah.
homegirl. But no, she like sophisticated ratchet.
Yeah, there you go.
Ghetto girl
There you
goals.
go.
Ratchet in a
Yeah,
sophisticated
yeah.
way.
Ratchet Barbie.
Right.
It's
Right,
so
yeah.
weird to see how
Bougetto.
far she's come from like when she was married. I was thinking about that today. When she was married and where she's at now, it's such a different. She's such a different person. I feel like.
And even Candi made a point to that. She was like, "I'm the only one married."
Oh, that's
at this
right.
Point.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that I had to like stop and think, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so true."
Right.
And she was the single girl,
Right,
just
exactly.
writing heartbreak songs
Yeah.
for everybody. So now it's like. Well, she's probably still writing heartbreak songs because
Yeah.
Todd ain't doing much. Hopefully he's
Definitely.
laying it down in the bed.
Yeah.
But according to what we've heard in the blogs, they like threesomes and crazy stuff and making
Oh
out
my
with
God.
Porsha.
I know.
That's coming.
Did you
Allegedly.
guys hear about that?
I
Yeah.
just
Instead of
did.
her, like, I don't know, her concept of thinking is weird. Like, you're potty training your 5-month baby and making out with Porsha.
Right.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I heard
It's
about
gonna tell
that
them
just
when
recently.
when the liquor is in your system. It's gonna tell them what you will do.
No, they say
Yeah.
she has a sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's.
Did you read
50
what
Shades
they
of Grey?
said in the
I know. I
blogs?
didn't read it.
Yeah, like it was like a discrepancy. Like Porsha was like, "Oh yeah,
She's
like
a lesbian.
She's a lesbian. I've
Right.
hooked up with them, like
Or bisexual.
or like
They
we
made,
hooked
like,
up,
a pro-
they
yeah.
hooked up,
Yeah.
and she kept saying no, and finally now she's saying that they kissed.
Exactly, yeah.
So
She was
we'll
trying to make
see.
it like that was the end all be all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
what else? So Porsha and this therapist, he seemed like he had like good questions and like good things. And I was just like, is this like, why are we watching you at
Right.
your therapy session?
Right.
It's like,
To make it
think-
seem like she's
Working
Doing
on her-
something
yeah,
to work, to
doing
work on her
better.
anger.
But I mean, it is good that she
Yeah.
is there.
It
to work
is.
on
And
her
she opened
anger.
up. You know, she opened up. She
Exactly.
you know, showed a side of her. Well, she actually have a story that we didn't know.
there you
As
go.
far as
That's
like, you know,
true.
her
That's
being
true.
bullied in school. So maybe that's the reason why
Yeah, I
she
just
reacts the
thought it
way
was
she
near
does.
suicide.
Personal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
but
we
that-
wouldn't have thought that.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. Like,
And now it's just coming out, season 9. You know, like she never mentioned that period before. You know, so it's just like, wow, that's a
Because
shocker.
our reactions today, I mean, it stems from, you know, what we went through in, you know, growing up. So I just think, you know, I've always wanted to know, okay, what does she deal with? Because, you know, people thought she came from this perfect family. And, you know, just because she's trying to like push this legacy and, you know, I'm glad to see that she finally opened up about what she went through and what she had to deal with growing up. So now it makes sense as to why she reacts that way. So
And maybe she always felt like she had to keep that that image, like I came from a perfect family, so I'm perfect also.
Yeah.
When really it was like, you know, I'm not perfect, even though I come from this perfect family.
yeah. I just felt a little weirded off maybe by watching it on TV because I was like, you're not crying and there's no tears coming out.
Right.
So it's
That's
just
how I
like
felt about Cynthia.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I like pour out tears when I cry.
Yeah.
But whenever people don't have tears, I feel like
Right.
what's going on?
Right.
Like I don't know if I should feel like if this is real
Right.
or like
But
I'm
she
not
probably
saying her
dealt with
story
it
is
long
not
enough.
real.
Yeah.
I was just like, maybe we should have recorded this in natural, like
Exactly.
like,
Right.
not where you probably knew the questions
Right.
before. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like, and we can get back into like the producing and like the whole contrivedness, but like now that like the new editing and like this whole new season, I'm like, I hope the whole season's not going to be
I
like
hope so.
Yeah.
super
I
like
know.
duper contrived.
And now that you say that, it kind of seems like the producers were like, be transparent, Porsha.
Yes,
Reveal something.
yes.
Give us something. And it's just like, okay,
Well, and I
what can
think you're
of
right because I
off the top
think
of my head?
that like you don't want to put after she basically beat the shit out of Kenya. I think they didn't want her to be like come back and be on the show, and now they're like, oh, it's okay because
Wait,
see,
let us
she's
not
hurt.
forget she beat her friend up last
Last
season.
episode.
Yeah.
right?
The end of last season, yeah.
her assistant.
So I think
yeah.
they don't want to like be showing like I'm reinforcing this bad behavior, but look,
That
she's
I'm a
working
changed
on it.
person.
Yeah, she's a changed person. She's working on it, and look where she's come from. She's had a hard time growing
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Bear with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they want to see that part, but we love Porsha anyway.
But the girls are always
we love
provoking her. That's the reason why she
I'm
acts out the way
sorry.
she
Yes,
does.
that's
Yeah.
Like
exactly
Kenya
what
to
we're
this
talking.
day is still throwing shade at her. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, y'all
Right.
make amends.
My
you know.
thing is this: if somebody got in your face with a megaphone, it was screaming like this close to you, would you not get up and beat the shit out of them?
Because she was in her space, she had every right to do so, and then she kept pushing and pushing.
Again,
and
people,
just like Kenya
if kids
does
are
in every
watching,
other
I don't
relationship
feel this
she's
is the
in.
right thing to do, but I can't blame her.
Yeah. And even in the Cynthia situation when Cynthia grabbed her wrist, I feel like I have to get up now because I have no other way to like.
Andy Cohen should have stopped that. He should have been like, you need to put the megaphone down. Like, stop provoking this girl.
Yeah. I agree. Like, I've always said that. Like, their relationship is, they just need to not be friends.
Yes,
unfortunately,
for sure.
like, they work together, so it's like
I want them to be friends though.
Who, Kenya and
Porsha?
I don't
either. I don't even want to be Kenya's friend.
No one wants to be Kenya's friend.
Do you want to be Kenya's friend?
I'm just, I don't know. I guess I think that, you know, they
are both young.
They're both young, beautiful women.
They are.
And I feel like they, you know, just, I feel like when women come together, just period on television, there's so much strength there. I feel like, I just hate seeing them bicker back and forth because I feel like the drama between them is super old.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like Kenya.
Yeah, I feel like you just could never trust her.
Yeah.
Even if they like became friends, like I feel like Porsha would have to like protect a certain part of her life.
I feel like anybody with Kenya has to protect a certain part of their life because Kenya is for self always,
all the time.
The shade is for everybody. Kenya just is in her own little bubble, and she doesn't get outside of that bubble. She's not outside.
Well,
of
it
her
seems
own
like she's
world.
trying to build a friendship with Phaedra.
Yeah.
Who was expecting that?
Exactly. So I mean, they poured into the party together.
Right.
She was Porsha was uninvited.
Right.
Phaedra was. It became super awkward, but the way they showed us for this to be continued, it seems like Portia's gonna get mad, but I think Portia's gonna actually be
I think
cool.
she'll keep her cool.
I think she's gonna actually keep her cool.
Yeah.
And so for that to be continued,
she didn't want to go anyway.
Yes. Let's get into, well, we don't have predictions, but let's talk about what next episode is gonna be. So we got a chance to see a lot.
More men.
More, because it was to be continued. So as you guys know, so let's see what the heck was going on. So Matt showed up.
I know. I was shocked.
Phaedra brought. Oh, we saw that she brought a date. What else happened? What else happened on the to be continued on next episode?
What did?
Well, they just they basically ended it with, you know, with Kenya stepping outside with Porsha. So I wonder what did Kenya say? I wonder if she's gonna kick her out.
Yeah.
Or, you know, she's like, okay, don't come in here with no drama. You know, you can stay. What do you guys think she's gonna say?
Why are you here? I didn't invite you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
of
think
course, Porsha, I'm Phaedra's +1.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to cause any drama. I'm just here to be with my friend, support my friend, you know.
Yeah, I think Portia's gonna say something, and then I think Kenya's gonna be like, okay, and they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Kenya will start any drama.
I can't believe I'm saying that about Kenya, but I am.
Right.
I think they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be fine too, and we're gonna be fine, and we're back.
Hey.
We're so excited. Thanks for writing to us, guys.
Thank you guys so much for being so fantastically awesome. This has been a fantastic episode. I am your host, English Cleveland. You guys can always find me on Instagram at Pink English, and then as well as on Twitter, English Speak.
Thanks for coming back, guys. I'm Jessie Zahner. You can find me online at AthleteChick.
Yes, and we're in for a wild season, just like the Housewives. We're pretty crazy too, but find me on Instagram and Twitter at MoClassified.
Yes. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff at It's Me, J Hart.
And until next time, lovers, we'll see ya later.
I got brides in Atlanta.
We have brides in Atlanta.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.